This ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched all shine. I just waited our chance to.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At small forward, Mike Dudley. At center, Joakim Noah. At point guard, Derrick Rose. At the other guard position, Jimmy Butler. At the other forward position, Pau Gasol. The head coach of the visiting team is Fred Hoiberg. Number 20, Ray Allen. The man in the middle, 6'11", from Texas A&M. Number 6, DeAndre Jordan. And at forward, 6'10", from Oklahoma. Number 32, Blake Griffin. At guard, 6 foot from Wake Forest. Number 3, Chris Paul. At small forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 2, Clarice Alvaro. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home.
Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will try to protect home court. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
Well, you know, they split their meetings last season, and the way both of these teams love to compete, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point guard. Now here's Paul. Down low, here's Jordan, and that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Clippers on defense.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense, he also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rose dishes to Dunleavy. Gasol against Griffin. Gasol goes in, and it's blocked by Jordan. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Jordan kicks to Paul. Griffin against Gasol. Griffin inside. Good D by Gasol.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Dunleavy. Can't get it to fall.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Navarro. He's covered by Rose. That's good.
Navarro!
Jay's got his second basket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Rose. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Paul. Throws it up high. The dive for the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Navarro, defended by Dunleavy. Ball's knocked loose. Navarro, the pass to Paul. Misses the three.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Rose. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Got a hand on it, but they recover it. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And he gets it to go. Here's Navarro. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Blake Griffin hits them both. And, guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And, Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Navarro, defended by Butler. The fader. Some solid defense from Butler.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
That's good.
Chris Paul. Chicago timeout call.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Iritic comes in for Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Iritic. Jordan with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Brooks. Outside Gasol. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Navarro. He's got 6. To the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Gasol with the defensive effort. Bulls trail by 3. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Griffin with the ball. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here's Brooks. After the basket by Los Angeles. With the floater and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. And it's Paul penetrating. Jordan the screen. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Now, here is Mirotic, and he gets it to go.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Navarro. 8 points for him. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Again, the Clippers.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here are the Bulls now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Mirotic. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Mirotic has got his second bucket tonight. Mirotic has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Passes to Navarro. He feeds it to Griffin. Here's Jordan. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
To the paint, the 11-footer, and Gibson sends it back. Mirotic dishes to Heinrich. There's the pick. Gasol up top, defended by Griffin. 6 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Mirotic has a wide open look. Rebound by the Clippers. Jay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
And Griffin sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Gibson, the rim-rattling two-handed jam. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Here's Navarro. He's got 8. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Goes back up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Jay's got 10 points in the game. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
An even 3-on-3 break. That's tipped. Crawford, no one around him. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The scoring fast and furious.